In 1913, the first domestic refrigerator for home use, named Demelray, appeared in the United States of America, marking the starting point in the evolutionary history of this indispensable appliance. The earliest refrigerators resembled enormous kitchen cabinets with massive doors and heavy metal bodies, occupying a significant amount of space in the kitchen. They looked more like a piece of furniture than a technological device. In those distant times, refrigerators were essentially imposing boxes with a compressor installed at the top and a cooling system based on the circulation of refrigerant. Despite its simplicity, Demelray was a genuine technological marvel of its era. Before its invention, people stored food in iceboxes, cellars, or special cold storage rooms, where the coolness helped extend the shelf life of food. However, these methods depended on the season and climate, making them unreliable. The advent of the refrigerator was a true breakthrough, as for the first time, humans could control the temperature at which food was stored. Nevertheless, the first refrigerators were extremely expensive, and only wealthy families could afford them. They were noisy, inefficient, and often unsafe, as they used toxic substances such as ammonia, methyl chloride, or sulfur dioxide. Despite these drawbacks, interest in the new device grew rapidly. For many, it symbolized progress and luxury, as well as a step toward a new lifestyle where fresh food became available year-round. Gradually, engineers began improving the design, making refrigerators more compact, reliable, and safer. It was with Demelray that the long journey of development began, transforming the refrigerator from a bulky metal cabinet into an intelligent device capable not only of preserving food but also becoming an integral part of the modern kitchen, a reflection of the comfort and technological advancement of its time. After the introduction of Demelray, a gradual technological progress began, aimed at making refrigerators safer and more accessible to a wide range of buyers. In the 1920s, engineers actively experimented with cooling systems, seeking to eliminate dangerous refrigerants that could cause poisoning or explosions if mishandled. Companies involved in the production of household appliances began to see the refrigerator not just as a luxury item, but as a potentially mass-market product capable of transforming the daily lives of millions of families. During this period, designs began to improve, more compact compressors emerged, thermal insulation was enhanced, and the appearance started to resemble kitchen decor rather than laboratory equipment. Nevertheless, refrigerators remained bulky, heavy, and required regular maintenance. In some models, ice had to be manually removed from the walls of the freezer compartment. Despite these challenges, the refrigerator gradually found its place in middle-class homes, becoming a symbol of modernization and technological progress. With each passing year, more companies entered the market, aiming to carve out their niche in the household appliance industry. Manufacturers began to realize that design was just as important as functionality. The first models with rounded shapes and decorative elements appeared, allowing them to blend harmoniously into home environments. By the end of the 1920s, refrigerators began to be equipped with more reliable compressors and operated significantly more quietly, increasing the comfort of their use. This period can be considered the foundation for the entire subsequent evolution of refrigerators, a combination of practicality, safety, and a pursuit of aesthetics. It was during this time that the standards were established, which would later transform the refrigerator into an indispensable element of daily life, uniting functionality and style in a single appliance. The 1930s became the time when refrigerators began to enter everyday life on a mass scale. Their production was established on an industrial level, and competition among companies accelerated technological progress. It was during this period that the first models using safe refrigerants, such as Freon, appeared, significantly reducing the risks associated with their operation. This allowed many families to install refrigerators in their kitchens without fear. Externally, the devices became more elegant, rough metal surfaces disappeared, replaced by enamel coatings that gave them a sleek and tidy appearance. During this time, refrigerators started to resemble genuine interior pieces rather than just functional machines. They gradually transformed into a symbol of modernity and prosperity. Refrigerators became an important part of urban culture and one of the main indicators of the technological progress of the era. People began to perceive them as an element of comfort that was hard to imagine a modern home without. Models with separate compartments for different types of food, improved thermal insulation, and more convenient door handles emerged. Manufacturers experimented with colors, although the classic white shade, associated with cleanliness and hygiene, remained dominant. Over time, refrigerators became increasingly energy efficient, and their operation grew simpler and safer. During this period, they began to actively replace traditional iceboxes, completely phasing out old methods of food storage. The expansion of electrical grids in cities contributed to the widespread adoption of refrigerators, making them an integral part of daily life. It was in the 1930s that the refrigerator ceased to be a rarity and became a symbol of a new era, an era in which technology began to serve people not only in factories and plants but also in their own homes. In the 1940s, the development of refrigerators slowed due to World War II, as much of the industry shifted focus to producing military equipment and machinery. Many factories that had manufactured household appliances began producing parts for the war effort, and materials like steel and copper became strategic resources. Nevertheless, during this period, engineers continued to develop new technologies that would later be applied to post-war refrigerator models. After the war ended and the economy gradually recovered, the production of household appliances experienced a genuine boom. Refrigerators began reappearing in homes, now looking significantly more modern and functional. Engineers introduced advanced compressors that operated more quietly and efficiently, as well as improved thermal insulation materials, allowing refrigerators to maintain cold temperatures for longer periods. The external design also evolved. Streamlined shapes, chrome details, shiny handles, and rounded doors emerged. These features gave the appliances an aesthetic and contemporary look, reflecting the optimism of the post-war era. Many refrigerators began to include two compartments, one for cooling and one for freezing, which marked a significant step forward in usability. They were no longer just utilitarian machines but became part of home comfort, embodying the idea of a new, convenient lifestyle. Manufacturers actively advertised refrigerators as symbols of stability and progress, and in middle-class homes, this appliance became a mandatory element of the household. The combination of reliability, design, and convenience made refrigerators one of the most desirable household items, a symbol of post-war revival and the beginning of a new era of technological comfort. The 1950s became the true golden age for refrigerators. This was a time of rapid economic growth, mass production, and the appearance of a wide variety of household appliances in the homes of millions of families. The refrigerator transformed from a luxury item into an everyday necessity. Companies began to compete not only in technical specifications but also in design. The models of that era were characterized by smooth lines, bright colors, chrome details, and large lever-style door handles. They perfectly fit the aesthetic of the time, reflecting the spirit of optimism and a desire for beauty even in everyday objects. Two-compartment refrigerators emerged, with freezer sections that allowed meat, fish, and vegetables to be stored for long periods. This was a true revolution, as families could now keep food fresh for weeks without worry. The interior space became more thoughtfully designed. Metal and glass shelves, fruit and vegetable drawers, and automatic temperature control systems appeared. Manufacturers began introducing mechanical thermostats and interior lighting, making refrigerators even more convenient to use. Colors also played an important role. Alongside the classic white, pastel shades such as cream, sky blue, mint green, and pink became popular. Refrigerators were no longer just functional devices, they became genuine kitchen decorations, reflecting the style of their time. During this period, household appliances became symbols of progress and status, and owning a modern refrigerator signified belonging to a new, prosperous society. It was in the 1950s that the refrigerator firmly established itself as one of the most essential appliances in every home, without which modern life would be unimaginable. From the 1960s to the 1990s, refrigerators evolved from elegant retro appliances into technologically advanced devices that became an integral part of everyday life. In the 1960s, design gradually became more restrained. Smooth curves and vibrant colors of the 1950s gave way to sleek lines and practical solutions. Refrigerators began to be coated with smooth white or silver enamel, their bodies became more durable, and their interiors more ergonomic. It was during this time that magnetic door seals replaced old mechanical locks, significantly improving ease of use. Manufacturers focused on making appliances reliable and energy efficient, introducing new compressors and improved insulation materials. The 1970s marked an era of experimentation with shapes and colors. Models in beige, brown, and olive tones appeared, and kitchens were filled with large, robust refrigerators featuring plastic elements and the first decorative panels. Some manufacturers began producing the first built-in models, which was a breakthrough in interior design. In the 1980s, minimalism replaced colorful aesthetics. Models with electronic thermostats, LED indicators, and advanced freezer compartments emerged. Side-by-side refrigerators, with doors opening from both sides and spacious interiors, gained particular popularity, becoming symbols of comfort and modernity. The 1990s shifted the focus to energy efficiency and technological innovation. Manufacturers introduced digital control panels, quieter compressors, and new generation, eco-friendly refrigerants. The exteriors acquired a sleek metallic finish, and the design became universal and functional. It was during this period that the refrigerator ceased to be just a household appliance. It transformed into a high-tech device, embodying the engineering and aesthetic achievements of the late 20th century. Since the early 2000s and continuing to the present day, refrigerators have undergone a rapid evolution, transforming from ordinary household appliances into intelligent systems integrated with digital technologies. At the beginning of the new millennium, design took center stage. Manufacturers began using stainless steel, glass panels, and modern shapes with smooth lines. Models with double doors, pull-out freezer drawers, and innovative air distribution systems emerged, ensuring even cooling. Since the early 2000s, refrigerators have undergone a rapid evolution, transforming from ordinary household appliances into intelligent systems integrated with digital technologies. Technological advancements enabled the introduction of touch controls, LED lighting, and LCD displays that show temperature and operating modes. With the rise of the internet and wireless technologies, the era of smart refrigerators began. Equipped with Wi-Fi and touch panels, these refrigerators could connect to smartphones, send notifications, track food expiration dates, and even suggest recipes based on available ingredients. These refrigerators are capable of independently analyzing their contents, ordering missing groceries online, and optimizing energy consumption. The refrigerator has become more than just a food storage device. It is now a full-fledged element of the smart home. As an intelligent assistant, it combines aesthetics, eco-friendliness, and advanced technology, reflecting the level of progress and humanity's pursuit of perfection.